Well, hello everybody. I am Diego Raigorodsky, and this is our first Yiddish class. Just a little about me to those who want to know something. I am a linguist here in Brazil. I live here in São Paulo, and as a linguist, I love languages, as you may imagine, and Yiddish is one of my favorite languages. So I decided to make these online classes. I hope you all can enjoy what we are going to learn here, and I hope you can enjoy this beautiful language that is Yiddish. Well, first of all, sorry for my English if it's not so good, because I am not a native speaker. Okay, you have my email here on screen, so diegohai@gmail.com. You can send me all doubts, all comments and questions you have to my mail. I will always answer you and try to help you in every way I can. Well, for this course we are going to use a book. I am going to base the course in a book called The Yiddish Teacher, their Yiddish letter. In this book we have a few lessons starting from the alphabet that we are going to see today, and we are going to have some vocabularies and exercises. In all lessons we are going to have this. I highly suggest that you don't watch our next video without making the exercises first. They will always be translation exercises, okay? First from Yiddish to English, and then from Yiddish, the opposite. First from Yiddish to English, and then from English to Yiddish. So I highly suggest that you see the lesson, you watch the video here, you study the vocabulary, that is not difficult, and then you make the exercises so that you can watch the second video. In fact, about the vocabulary, you will see that it's very like to English. Some words are really close to English and even closer to German, okay, because Yiddish is from the same family of languages that German is. Okay, so let's stop talking and let's start with our first lesson. Well, so here you have our first 5 letters that we are going to study. These 2 first letters, they are called Aleph, okay? But don't worry about the names. Now you need to worry about their sounds. Well, the Aleph can have 2 sounds. First sound is the sound of A, like the word far in English, okay? And the second sound that it can have is the sound of O, like for, okay, like in the word for. So we can have A and O. This other letter has the sound of E, but not exactly E. In fact, E, like pen, okay, so it has the sound of E, pen. Then this letter here, called Mem, it has the sound of M, okay, normal M, like any English word that you can imagine, like my, this sound of okay, Mem. And this last sound has the sound of B, normal B, like in any other word you can imagine, like ball, I don't know. Okay, so these are the first sounds we are going to learn. A as in far, O as in for, represented by the same letter, E like in pen, M like in my, and B like in ball or any other word. So with this we can have a little vocabulary here. You are seeing in your screen. We have the first word we are going to learn is exactly A, okay? This A is the English article, A, okay? So it can mean one thing, a thing, okay, an indefinite thing. Then second word here we have mame, okay, here is how you spell it, mame. I don't know if this is a good help to use this kind of translation. Try always to read here, to read in Yiddish, because it's better for you. In advance you have a good level of reading in Yiddish. So try to read here, but for those of you who don't want to read in Yiddish letters, you can see the translation here. Okay, so mame, the second word is mother. Okay, mame, mother. And the third word we are going to learn here, Bobby. Okay, so here you have a letter Aleph with sound of A, mame, and the letter Aleph with sound of O, Bobby. Okay, so mame and Bobby. Bobby is grandmother. Grandmother. Well, I forgot to mention it before. Our classes will be very brief because YouTube only gives me 10 minutes to make our videos. Now we have already almost 6 minutes, so we always will have brief classes. Okay, for today this is the vocabulary and this is the letters that we are going to learn. Okay, in the next class we are going to see more letters and more vocabulary and exercises. For this class we have exercises too. I'm going to put here on the screen, and we are going to do them together. Okay, but in the next classes we are not doing so. Okay, I'm doing this today with you because it's our first class, so that you can see what we are going to do in the exercises. But for the next classes I will put the exercise in the screen. I will ask you to pause the video, then you can copy it for your notebook, for a page you have. Okay, you can copy it, or you can do in the on your computer. Okay, but this is what I'm going to ask you. You will pause your video, you will make your exercises, then you will go on with the lesson. Okay, but today let's see the exercise together. So the first exercise, in the first line, we are going to translate from Yiddish to English. So number 1, we have Bobby, it's grandmother, and a Bobby is a grandmother. Then 2, we have mame, mame, and a mame. So it's mother and a mother. In 3, we have Bobby and mame, it's grandmother and mother. And in 4, we have a Bobby, a mame. So it's a grandmother and a mother. Okay, and in the second line we are going to translate the opposite, the other way around, from English to Yiddish. So mother, how would you say? Mame. And a mother, it's a mame. Okay, I would like you, if you wanna learn the Yiddish letters, to write it. Okay, do the exercise writing it. Don't do it aloud, only speaking or only thinking in your mind. Try to write it. Okay, so when you see in the number 1 mame, a mame, write it, use the Yiddish letters. Okay, for the number 2 we have grandmother is Bobby, a grandmother is a Bobby. And for number 3 I have a mother and a grandmother, it's a mame and a Bobby. Okay, so for today that's it. The objective of this lesson was to introduce these first 5 sounds we have seen, was to show you how is the vocabulary working and how the exercises will work. Okay, and it was the objective of this class to introduce myself so that you can know me. In the next class we are going to see more 2 sounds, more 2 letters of the Yiddish alphabet, more vocabulary, okay, and more exercises to practice. Okay, maybe more than 2 sounds. I said now that we are going to see 2 sounds, but maybe we are going to see more than 2 sounds if we have time. Okay, so any doubts you have, any comments you have to do, any questions, you can use my email, send me an email. I will have great pleasure in answering you. Okay, so see you on our next class, the Yiddish class number 2. Thank you.